Hello and welcome to House News. In this episode, we present you the latest information coming from the House of Representatives of Indonesia. And now let's see the headlines for today. BKSP of the House emphasized its support for the government's efforts to accelerate Indonesia's accession as a full member of the OECD. Commission 3 welcomed a visit from the National People's Congress delegation of China to strengthen strategic cooperation in law enforcement between the two countries. The Aceh government requested full support from Commission 9 to strengthen healthcare services, employment, and worker protection in the province. The Deputy Speaker hopes the efforts of OIC youth will help Indonesian youngsters build their capacity and skill to compete globally. A renowned Indonesian singer has made a history by winning a silver medal in the women's single weapon routines at the 10th World Kung Fu Championship held in China. BKSP emphasized the role of the legislation in supporting Indonesia's ongoing accession to the OECD. By adjusting national laws and regulations, the House ensures Indonesia meets the standards to become member of the international organization.
Chairperson of BKSP of the House Mardani Alisera explained, as the only Southeast Asian country seeking OECD membership, Indonesia must carry out comprehensive reforms across multiple sectors. These adjustments include the taxation system, governance, and the enhancements of transparency and public participations. Thus, the Parliament has a strategic role in aligning various regulations to meet the membership standards of the international organizations.
Buat kami, aksesi dan segala persyaratannya bagian dari memaksa diri untuk naik kelas, ya, sehingga good governance, strong institution, akuntabilitas, transparansi, sama civil society approach bisa lebih kompatibel.
In addition, the Vice Chairperson of BKSP Ravindra Erlangga emphasized the concrete role of Parliament during the OECD accession phase involves the harmonizations of regulations to align Indonesia's governance practices with OECD standards. The main focus is on two strategic laws, which are the Statistic Law and the law related to the eradications of bribery involving foreign officials.
Undang-undang terkait dengan undang-undang statistik, penguatan lembaga statistik nasional, dan juga untuk undang-undang anti-bribery of foreign official. Jadi dua ini adalah undang-undang yang disinkronisasikan dan ada beberapa undang-undang lagi, namun utamanya adalah dua undang-undang ini.
From West Java, Reni Minariu, tvrparlemen reports.
Commission 3 received a reciprocal visit from the National People's Congress of China. This meeting aims to strengthen bilateral relations between the parliaments, particularly in enhancing cooperation in law enforcement.
Vice Chairperson of Commission 3 of the House, Sari Yuliati, explained the meeting served as a moment for exchanging information regarding the legal systems and enforcement practices of both countries. The two parliaments discussed various aspects of law enforcement, including updates to the Criminal Procedure Code, wiretapping mechanism, confiscations of assets obtained from criminal activities, and handling of narcotic cases. The meeting also facilitated the exchange of legal experiences and approaches between the two countries as an effort to increase cooperation in law enforcement.
Pertukaran informasi bagaimana penegakan hukum di China dan di Indonesia. Antara lain adalah tentang penyadapan, KUHAP, dan juga kami minta, bukan minta masukan ya, tetapi kami minta dijelaskan bagaimana juga tentang recovery aset. Tentu kita tidak bisa berbicara terlalu panjang dan dalam, jadi tadi kami minta waktu untuk lebih spesifik membahas masing-masing tadi seperti KUHAP, perampasan aset, ataupun penyadapan, narkotika, itu di kesempatan lain melalui Zoom dengan pihak-pihak terkaitnya. Ya, intinya sih berdiskusi lah tentang penegakan hukum.
Moreover, Sari Yuliati added, the parliamentary representatives from China welcome Indonesia's proactive policies in promoting law enforcement. The meeting is expected to open opportunities for collaborations in addressing transnational crimes in the future. Bari Ramadana, tvrparlemen reports.
Commission 9 highlighted ongoing labor issues in Aceh, especially in improving workforce competence for overseas employment. Despite many opportunities for Indonesian workers overseas, limited language proficiency remains a key barrier.
Vice Chairperson of Commission 9 of the House Putih Sari stated, Aceh continues to experience a high unemployment rate, even amid strong international demand for Indonesian laborers. She emphasized the technical skills for Indonesian workers are recognized in various countries. However, limitations in foreign language proficiency prevent many vocational graduates from competing at the international level.
Tingkat pengangguran memang masih cukup tinggi ya, tapi juga penyerapan terhadap pasar kerja luar negeri yang tadi sudah disampaikan memang ini menjadi satu peluang sebenarnya, tapi juga menjadi satu tantangan karena ada beberapa lulusan ya dari berbagai sektor yang memang ada di kejuruan yang ada di Aceh ini terkendala terkait dengan bidang bahasa. Secara skill kita tidak diragukan, tapi memang kemampuan bahasa ini yang memang masih menjadi hambatan sehingga memang belum bisa menjawab pasar kerja luar negeri.
Meanwhile, member of Commission 9 Obon Tabroni emphasized the importance of intensive oversight for registered or unregistered migrant workers to ensure their rights and safety are protected. Furthermore, Obon said migrant workers living without official procedures still make a positive impact on the national economy through the foreign exchange they provide. Therefore, he promotes comprehensive protection system for these workers while also strengthening monitoring policies in border regions.
Aceh ini daerah yang berbatasan langsung dengan Malaysia. Yang pasti Aceh akan menjadi daerah transit pekerja migran kita. Kalau bicara legal nggak usah diskusi lah, yang ilegal. Nah, pengawasannya harus khusus dan perlindungannya faktor-faktor yang lain.
From Aceh, Nur Fuad, tvrparlemen reports.
After the break, we bring you more updates on the Deputy Speaker of the House, only on House News. Vice Speaker of the House welcomed a delegation from the Organization of Islamic Cooperation Youth Indonesia. The discussion focused on initiative to advance and modernize Islamic education, especially Islamic boarding schools in Indonesia.
Vice Speaker for People's Welfare Cucun Ahmad Syamsu Rizal emphasized informal education such as Islamic boarding schools or pesantren have challenges in accessing information and international networks, limiting their development and exposure to global perspective. Therefore, cooperations with the Organization of Islamic Cooperations can open wider opportunities for santri to gain global experience, exchange knowledge, and strengthen their competitiveness in the modern era.
Dunia pendidikan pesantren yang selama ini akses informasi yang sangat sempit, yang terbatas. Dan mereka akan membuka nanti ketika ada forum internasional akan memperlihatkan semua para delegasi internasional itu inilah model pendidikan Indonesia yang mungkin di luar negeri nggak punya, dan peluang ya kan untuk anak-anak santri bisa belajar di luar, kemudian juga mereka bisa berinteraksi dengan luar ketika nanti OIC ini teman-teman semua bisa hadir di mereka. Ini salah satu langkah mentransformasi pendidikan pesantren.
Moreover, the president of OIC Youth Indonesia stated, santri represent a generations of young Indonesians with the ability and determinations to engage in global competitions.
Beberapa bulan lalu memang Indonesia sudah berhasil sukses sebagai tuan rumah Parlemen of OIC atau PUIC, dan salah satu klausa dalam resolusi tersebut secara eksplisit menyebutkan bahwa salah satunya pemuda itu harus di-empower oleh OIC member state. Salah satunya adalah seperti ini, baik di eksekutif maupun legislatif.
Bani, tvrparlemen reports.
Commission 6 made a working visit to the Sanur Special Economic Zone in Bali to observe the development of the Bali International Hospital project and to confirm the initiative contributes to improving the welfare of the surrounding community.
Member of Commission 6 of the House Inanga Senantara stated, the development of the Sanur Special Economic Zone or SEZ must deliver added value to the people, such as job creations, the use of local MSME products to the improvement of access to quality healthcare services. Around 90% of the workforce and all MSME supplying goods and services to the Bali International Hospital come from Bali. This reflects the commitment to prioritizing local communities.
Jadi harapan saya di Komisi 6 tentu uang yang ditanamkan oleh BUMN pertama bisa dinikmati oleh masyarakat Indonesia, mendapatkan harga yang kompetitif dengan negara lain. Yang kedua tentu karena ini ada di Bali, saya menekankan kearifan lokal jangan dilupakan. Dan tadi dijelaskan bahwa hampir 90% ya tenaga lokal sudah terserap. Dan yang kedua yang lebih menyenangkan buat saya dari Nasdem Dapil Bali, itu UMKM-nya 100% berasal dari Bali. Karena ini memang tujuan utama dari pembangunan rumah sakit internasional di Bali.
Furthermore, Inanga Senantara encouraged the Sanur SEZ to be a model for regional economic development, with focus on the community welfare while preserving local wisdom. From Bali, Helmi Darmawan, tvrparlemen reports.
The House reviews the implementation of electricity subsidies and compensation distributed through state-owned electricity company. The review is performed to assess the efficiency of budget use and the accuracy of distribution to low-income families.
Chairperson of Commission 11 of the House, Ms. Bakun, explained the evaluations concerns the implementation of subsidies, not the governance or management of state-owned electricity company or PLN as a state-owned enterprise. PLN is obliged to carry out the electricity subsidy program through the Public Service Obligation Scheme. Ms. Bakun added electricity subsidies are part of the government's effort to help low-income communities get access to basic energy. The subsidy program reduces the burden of electricity costs on the public because state budget interventions keeps tariffs below market prices.
Untuk itu negara hadir memberikan sebuah subsidi sehingga listrik yang mereka konsumsi itu tidak sepenuhnya dibayar sesuai dengan harga pasar. Ada intervensi negara dan negara kemudian memberikan subsidi dalam bentuk tarif yang dibayarkan oleh APBN.
Meanwhile, member of Commission 11 Fatih mentioned PLN is responsible for making sure the subsidies reach people who need them. He also emphasized Commission 11 has an important role in preparing the state budget, including approving the allocations of electricity subsidies as part of national policy.
So ini merupakan sebuah instrumen penugasan yang di dalamnya ada anggaran negara, APBN, dan kita melihat dan juga melakukan evaluasi.
From Central Java, Syamsul Fajri, tvrparlemen reports.
After the break, we bring you updates on sports only on House News. Indonesian singer Krisdayanti, who is also a former member of the House, secured a silver medal in the women's single weapon routines at the 10th World Kung Fu Championship in China.
Krisdayanti, the legendary singer, politician, and national entertainment icon, has just made a surprising achievement on the international stage. Not through music or the political stage, but through the deadly techniques of Chinese martial arts. She successfully brought home a silver medal in the women's single weapon routines category at the prestigious 10th World Kung Fu Championship held in Emeishan, China. The category she participated was no ordinary one. Women's single weapon routine is an event demanding high precisions, where athletes perform solo routine using weapons like swords, spears, or sticks. Every movement is judged on the combinations of power, speed, and harmony. The World Kung Fu Championship, organized by the International Wushu Federations, is a prestigious platform gathering Kung Fu athletes from around the globe to showcase their skill in various categories, including weaponry, bare hand, and traditional routines. Emeishan, this year's host locations, is known as one of China's sacred mountains and the birthplace of many classical Kung Fu styles. Hundreds of athletes from more than 80 countries are competing to showcase their skills. Wushu is not just a sport. This martial art from China is an art that unites strength, precision, and calmness. The training demands not only physical strength, but also breath control, flexibility, and sharp focus.
Indonesia's first ever national paddle team is ready to make history by competing for the first time at the FIP Asia Paddle Cup 2025 in Doha, Qatar. The team was formed through a national selection process organized by the Indonesian Paddle Association.
Indonesia has officially sent its national paddle team to compete internationally for the first time at the 2025 Asia Championship Paddle Cup in Doha, Qatar. The Indonesian national paddle team is made up of athletes selected through national trials who have undergone intensive training for about a year. The team consists of men's and women's squad, each led by experienced captains. Before the competitions, the athletes practiced and tested the coach in Doha to prepare for the first matches in the championship. The presence of the national team also symbolizes Indonesia's commitment to developing paddle professionally. The team was formed under the guidance of the Indonesian Paddle Associations with full support from the Indonesian National Sports Committee. This initiative aims to expand the sport's reach across the country and inspire young Indonesians to pursue achievements in this emerging sport. The team's main goal is not just victory, but also valuable experience in competing against Asian countries that have already developed in paddle. Nevertheless, optimism remains high as the athletes' enthusiasm is believed to be able to bring Indonesia's name to light on the international stage. Paddle has been gaining popularity in major cities in Indonesia. Known for its fun and inclusive nature, the sport combines elements of tennis and squash in a fast-paced and dynamic game.
As the countdown begins to the 33rd SEA Games, Thailand is proud to be the host country for this prestigious event set to take place in December 2025.
Thailand is currently preparing to host two of Southeast Asia's biggest sporting events, the 2025 SEA Games and the 2026 ASEAN Para Games. In anticipation of these regional sporting festivals, the Land of White Elephants has completed major upgrades to its sport facilities. One of the most eye-catching developments is the Raja Manggala National Stadium in Bangkok, which now stands more magnificent than ever after renovations, to host the opening and closing ceremonies of the SEA Games. Likewise, the 80th birthday stadium in Nakhon Ratchasima has undergone improvements in preparations for the ASEAN Para Games. Interestingly, Thailand has chosen to maximize existing infrastructure. Rather than build new stadium, an approach considered more sustainable and efficient. This year's SEA Games will take place across 3 main cities, Bangkok, Chonburi, and Songkhla, featuring dozens of sports ranging from football to esports and extreme sports. Meanwhile, the ASEAN Para Games will include 19 sport disciplines, including swimming, athletics, and wheelchair basketball. The event also promises more accessibility and athlete-friendly facilities, reflecting the spirit of equality in sports. More than just a competitions, the 2025 SEA Games and ASEAN Para Games in Thailand are expected to become a showcase of Southeast Asian culture and tourism. From pencak silat to Muay Thai, every sport will highlight a rich blend of traditions and modernity.
And that's House News for today. Thank you for watching everyone and have a good day.